Hey YouTube, I want to tell you quite frankly and honestly, I think one of our businesses is failing. That's right, the F word, failure. But I've got time to turn it around and I've got to make some very difficult decisions and I've got to coach my team to make sure they understand why I'm making these decisions. In this video, I'm going to tell all. So guys, you've seen me on YouTube doing wonderful things like buying the Rossi Ice Cream Company, Lee Valley Farm Park Zoo Adventure Park, and we bought Kids Be Happy, a big sand art company. We're so super excited about some of those things. But one of our businesses, the one that we actually made a documentary about on Boxing Day, building £1 million farm attraction shop, sorry, not farm attraction shop, farm shop and Christmas shop in the pandemic and trying to get that to turn £1 million. It was all going really well. But now the world's going back to normal and things aren't so good. So we're going to dive in the shop now and I'm going to tell you how we're turning it around and how we're using the process of innovation to drive that business forward. And here's the big thing I've learned about in business. If you don't innovate, you're going to evaporate. I've got to innovate this business now or it's going to evaporate. Let's get in the shop and I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. Right, gang, let me give you some context to this video. Over here is Marsh Farm Visitor Attraction. That's the big colourful signs. And over here is Marsh Farm Farm Shop. A year and a half ago, something all happened we all knew about. That had to close. So we had this big barn over here where I used to do all my seminars and events. And we thought, right, let's make some money. Let's turn that into a farm shop because food retail was allowed to trade. We all knew that, right? Problem is, that's now open. That's now busier. And all the people that were going there, they've gone back to Sainsbury's. So what do? Well, I'm going to go in there now and show you how we're having to rework this all again. Right, okay, so things were going really well with the farm shop. Then we thought, right, Christmas is coming, leisure was still open and closing and all this stuff, and retail was allowed to open. So in this space and this space, I put some overlay footage via Chuds of two massive big tops full of Christmas stock. It was going really well, then that got closed down and blah, blah, blah. So this over here is the remnants of the big tops over here, gang. Now we're back open as a visitor attraction. So once this is all cleared, I'm going to put a big sign up here saying exit, and this door here will be how people now leave the farm attraction. And now we need to change the products that we sell. So let's get inside the barn and I'll show you how we're changing the business from where the problems were, we're not making any money, it's actually costing to run this barn, to how we're quickly innovating it and taking that failure into a good news story. We all like a good news story. And while we're here, by the way, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and massage that like button. If you like this sort of video and you want me to make more videos like that, massage the like button. Come on, let's go. I don't know if you can remember a year and a half ago, you couldn't get bathroom cleaner, toilet cleaner and toilet rolls. Well, we had that stuff. You couldn't even buy this stuff. Flour, do you remember? This was like gold dust. Well, everyone can get that stuff now and we've had to bring the prices down. We're not making any margins on it. And when you think about supermarket, they're turning billions to make millions. Now, when we're talking about turning £300, £400, £500 a day, by the time I pay the staff, just no money in this sort of stuff. So we've had to accept we've got to innovate again. Let's get in the barn and I'll show you what I mean. Look, we've really tried, gang. We tried selling more plants to try and keep the farm shop momentum going. Fruit and veg, God, it's so low margin to make any money. But stuff like this, birthday cards, toys, sweets, the stuff behind you, Chuds, if you can turn around and pan that. Teddy Tastel, we actually make all those teddy bears, can I just say, hashtag just saying. Selling ice cream, brilliant brand this, brilliant ice cream. Brilliant ice cream. And that stuff's doing well. Gifty stuff like this, where people are going out for a day out. So basically what's going to happen is this door is going to open up and we're stopping all the stuff like toilet rolls, bog cleaner and stuff like this is going to have to go. Arrabbiata and all this stuff that you can get in the supermarkets that are just so better geared up for it. And we're going to bring in gifty stuff, day out stuff, sweets. We've had to have that sensible conversation with ourselves and saying, look, if we want to sell this stuff, we're going to have to bring all of our margins down and then compete with being a visitor attraction as well. It just doesn't work. So what I'm trying to say, I'm not going to ever be too proud to carry on with something when it's not working. And I see that happen to way too many business owners. They carry on flogging that dead horse until things are too late and then other people are making decisions for you, receivers, the bank. You know, I want to make sure that we're reactive to when things go wrong and we can all see when things are going wrong. We can make decisions much faster and we need to, you know, except this is a visitor attraction. Thousands of people are now exiting through this shop. They don't want to buy bog cleaner and blue roll and arrabbiata pasta. They want to buy a cuddly toy and a little rubber that says Marsh Farm and some brilliant Rossi ice cream or a Teddy-tastic teddy bear. I'm trying to think of all the other things that we make. Yeah, let me just show you over here before we go. So this is where we've started changing for our market, where we're going from selling amazing pre-prepared frozen foods that at the moment I think we've got a 25% gross profit margin on that. Like I told you, when the wages are 20%, you're basically professionally moving money around. You've got to sell so much of it to make some money. I just don't want to be doing that. But then when we put stuff out like this, like a giant Marsh Farm Animal Adventure Park pencil, that's what it's called, and fridge magnets, that stuff's like, these, look, if you're a kid, you're right into these, a wobbly rubber. That's what everyone wants, isn't it? Wobbly rubber. This stuff is like going like gangbusters, and all this gifty stuff, all of this pink princess stuff, all of this stuff. Much better margins as well than your bog roll, your toilet cleaner. People are exiting the farm attraction. They have their day out and they want to do this stuff. Now here's the thing. I don't regret what we've done here because I've learned a lot from doing it. And all these freezers that I've invested in, they're all going to this company over here, and we're going to put them into other shops. So we haven't lost any money there. But this business, this pandemic has forced us to put the shelving out, invest in the shelving, and turn this barn where I just used to use it for my seminars every now and then. And I've moved all my seminars online now. I do my Entrepreneurs University, which you can try free for 14 days, where I help you grow your business. You can try it free on my website, jamessinclair.net, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Cheeky little plug. So I've done all that, so I don't need the barn for my seminars. I don't need it for catering because I've got much more room down the other side. It's forced me to build an amazing retail shop and build a team. And we've been doing days where we do £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 on this sort of stuff in a day. We make a lot more money if we do £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 on this stuff, while £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 worth of food sales. So you're probably thinking, well, if you sell an apple, what sort of margin is there compared to if you sell a Marsh Farm rubber? Well, I want to tell you all. Let's get on the flip chart and break down the numbers. Right, here we are, back on the flip chart. Again, we're using the little whiteboard, not a flip chart. Here's apple. Here's how much we pay for an apple, 30 pence. Now there's some market fluctuations depending on what's happening in the markets. Could be 27p, could be 33p. But we're going with the mean average, 30 pence per apple. This is for your golden delicious, by the way, and your pink lady. And we're selling it for 45 pence. We've gone as high as 50p. But really, what you're doing here is you've got to sell a lot of apples. You've got to sell a lot of 15p's. By the time you pay your staff, your wages, your overhead, oh my God, it's exhausting. So you've got to sell a lot of apples to make some pounds. Now, let's go to the rubber scenario. We're buying it in, at the moment, 47p. I think that's way too much for a rubber that we're buying in, but it's Marsh Farm branded. It's got a Marsh Farm logo on it. I think if we were being much more efficient, we could get that down to 25 pence, and we can sell that rubber for between £1.50 and £2. Now, look, it doesn't take a mathematician genius to work out that this, selling the rubbers, is so much better than selling the apples. And, you know, we just got to leave Tesco's and Sainsbury's and all those fellas to sell the apples. Now, here's the thing, here's the lesson here. When you're a small to medium-sized enterprise, and most businesses in the UK are turning under £50 million, and in fact, 70% of businesses don't even pay VAT, so 70% of businesses are under £83,000 worth of turnover. So you've got to be very careful about the products and services that you decide to sell. And when you're an SME business owner, make sure that the magic word margin is a key indicator of what you decide to do in your business. There's no point in being a massive, big supermarket mindset if you're a small business. You don't want to just professionally move money around. You actually want to make some money so that you can invest in great customer service, invest in great staff, invest in your business, invest in marketing. Delivering that great customer service will make people keep coming back to you. And what happens is, and I've learned this through painful experience, if you're just building a business that turns money on low margins, eventually you're going to burn out and not want to run your business anymore because you've got no cash or freedoms to build a great, fantastic business. And that's what I just believe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, massage the like button if you're loving all this. And YouTube's telling me you're going to love this video, so go and give it a watch. Bye-bye.